Today, we commemorate another legendary series that came to an end. After 11 years, Attack on Titan has finally concluded. This is straight up Isayama sensei after he inked his last panel.
I wanna die.
Goodbye Peck's butt cheeks. Goodbye Sasha snacking on a whole sack of McDonald's potatoes. Goodbye ever figuring out if Eren is Historia's baby daddy. And lastly, goodbye to all y'all toxic, ungrateful Titan fans that live in yo mama's basement that got disfigured 7-meter Titan faces. Okay, before I go full Ackerman neck slashing ape shit, let's get into this ending and stop wasting any more time. Revy, let's get it! Wow, so where do I even start? And how can we truly encapsulate a legendary manga series that dominated the charts for close to a decade in one video? There's like 20 things I want to cover, but before we get into anything, we gotta give our roses to Isayama sensei. Hashtag thank you Isayama. There was a lot of ups and downs along the way, but it cannot be argued that Isayama be pumping out that good stuff month in and month out. Without any argument, my boy is forever enshrined in the Shonen Hall of Fame. Isayama, you're invited to every barbecue cookout, you get a free pack of cigarettes at every Kimchi Squad Korean smoke session, and you get to put everything on Drake's tab.
He said he got it, right? Everything. He said he got it.
Thank you for inspiring the next generation of storytellers and entertaining the masses. Now we got the rose ceremony out of the way, let's tackle the main question. What do I, Yi-Man, think about the ending? I liked it for the most part. It was the ending I knew that was going to happen, but at the same time, it wasn't. Firstly, I knew that Mikasa was going to kill Eren. The amount of foreshadowing to the prior chapters leading up to it, it was pretty evident. What I was surprised of is all the extra shit that came with it, such as Mikasa pulling up with Eren's severed head. Deadass? That was giving me some school days PTSD. And also, there was that whole weird thing where Eren was saying that Ymir was doing all she did because she was in love with King Fritz. Nah, bitch. I'm pretty sure that's something called Stockholm Syndrome. And bro, that whole exchange between Eren and Armin at the end in the paths was pretty ridiculous. Eren at one moment had a very stoic face and said, yeah, I wanted to save you guys by killing off 80% of the world's population. And then 5 panels down, you got him crying out saying that he doesn't want a different man clapping Mikasa's cheeks. That's straight up Hitler casually saying, yeah, you know, I killed 6 million Jews. But then the very next moment, he'd be throwing a tantrum because he couldn't buy tickets to Girl and Panzer's last movie. Man, even at that very end, I want to Levi Ackerman bitch slap the out of Eren. Now the next question is, what did I like about the ending? For the most part, I got pretty good closure with all the main characters at the end. Firstly, I liked how the curse of the Titans got lifted after Eren's death. That means best girls like Annie or Peck get to live into old age. My favorite part was when Levi had that one last hoorah with his Survey Corps war buddies. Not gonna lie, when Levi was like, you guys were all watching, and you see this Star Wars Jedi ghost figures of Erwin and Hange, I had to shed one tear. And bro, when we saw Sasha, shit made me want to grab a bottle of soju, cause her death still stings. But honestly, my favorite part was at the very last panels of when Mikasa was at Eren's grave. It really played into that whole circular narrative of when we started in the first chapter of the manga, when Eren woke up at the very same tree from Mikasa calling out to him. And wow, that symbolism with Mikasa's scarf was something else. When the bird, which was implied to be Eren, swooped in and tightened the scarf around Mikasa, it takes us back to chapter 50 when Eren said to Mikasa that he'll wrap the scarf around her forever and forever. Isayama, I see you, man, trying to pull on the heartstrings. Some other themes I feel like Attack on Titan really addressed well at the end was both the concept of freedom and war. Firstly, with freedom, Isayama clearly played into some strategy because the whole series hones on Eren's sole mission to grant freedom to himself and his friends on Paradise Island. That's why you got Eren going all savage mode all the time, and you got those memes like, them kids. The whole irony of this freedom concept is that this whole Lelouch Code Geass master plan was orchestrated by Ymir from the beginning, meaning that Eren never had freedom to begin with. And also, one of his main goals was for Marley and the rest of the world to leave Paradise Island alone. The irony there is that there's a whole bubbling and growing fascist military dictatorship arising within Paradise, which implies that another world war is on the horizon. And to that, I simply end with,
war never changes.
the next question is, how would I change the ending? Okay, honestly, low-key, I wanted someone else to die. I know, you're like, but Tony, Isayama literally killed off 80% of the cast. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's Isayama conditioning my brain up to this point, but I really low-key expected 1 or 2 major deaths. Like maybe killing off Armin and just throwing in Gabby for a buy one get to kill one free special, cause the boys still hate Gabby. And if that's not an option, dude, can we at least get one legit romance send-off? Like how dope would it be if we got a grand wedding with the remaining cast members such as Armin and Annie? The whole squad will be posted up in the back, all suited up. You got Levi chilling in a wheelchair with an eye patch, and you got the whole Star Wars Holy Ghost effect with the dead smiling and shit. And after the wedding, you got Mikasa in her wedding drip showing up to Eren's grave alone, and the dove comes in, yada yada, you get the rest. Okay, one last suggestion for an alternative ending. Isayama should have deadass hit us with that black movie ending. It will go something like this. Abo Levi? Yeah, he started a multi-billion cleaning business and is now the new poster child for Tide. My boy Armin? Finally got off the Shinji pussy train and started to be like a Chad-like alpha. He starts the Peace Corps in June. Gabby? Well, she's still a bitch. That's it. As for me, I'm still dead, but I still got my ride or die girl Mikasa trimming my grave's grass. Okay, now before I create a whole new Attack on Titan spin-off story, I think this is a good place to end the video. What did you guys think about the ending? Did y'all get pissed off by the lack of integration of supporting characters at the end? Did you get weirded out about Ymir's love for King Fritz? Or did you think this was the greatest piece of shonen you ever picked up? A to T, you a legend. Isayama, you a legend. And finally, I cannot wait to see all of this get animated. Thank you guys for stopping by. This is your boy U-Man. Peace out.